Wendy's always had terrific taste. She picked this snowsuit. She picked me. That's the difference between you two. Wendy's got guts. She stood by me through everything. Now it's going to pay off. I'm giving my son the mother he deserves. Not a spineless coward who's too weak to fight for what she wants. Look at you. Go ahead. Now's your chance. You can't even pick up that gun, let alone shoot it at me. Thought so. She's always been weak and pathetic. But Wendy is strong like your dad. You'll learn to be strong. And me.
No. Get away from my baby. Now!
Don't tell me. First a flat tire, now a dead battery?
What?
The flashlight? You're supposed to be reading the map? Are you listening to me, Adamson? This is no time to be thinking of a Pulitzer.
I wasn't thinking about that. It's just that we're going to be in that cabin in less than 10 miles. And I'm afraid of what Warren might be doing.
You want to know fear? Think about my wrath if we miss that turnoff because you weren't keeping an eye out.
Oh, look, Ashley, here comes our dear Scarlett.
Shh, I can't hear him.
Who wants to? Boo! Get that woman off the screen.
Hey, I like Scarlett.
So do I. I'm talking about Melanie, the good and the beautiful. She is a Hollywood myth, a sham. I happen to know what it's like when you're dealing with a real Miss Goody Two-Shoes.
Yeah, what's the matter with you? You give up on happy endings?
If I believed in movies like that, I would expect Susie to come in, take my hand and say, "Justine, darling, you please take care of Cagney when I'm away at that awful prison. He does love you so."
You know, Ashley loved Scarlett. In his way.
In his way is exactly where she was. Only Scarlett was just too pig-headed to care.
Or too confused to understand. That can happen, you know. You have an image of love, so you just don't recognize the real thing.
Cagney was the real thing. He always was. What I didn't recognize was the reality of the situation. Because I was not that for him, and I never will be. You know, I used to think that if Cagney knew how much I loved him, that would change things. But I nearly died because of that love. And he knew it, and still nothing. So I've decided that if I cannot change him, I will change myself. Besides, strolling off in the sunset is not all it's cracked up to be. I remember when that bullet hit me. And I saw this blinding light, and all I kept thinking was, please, God, not yet. And I think he heard me, because here I am with no illusions and no romantic fantasies left.
You disappointed?
Who says there's only one Mr. Right? There may be several, and I intend to have a good time finding out. There is one little problem.
And what's that?
There's so many men, and there's so little time.
I like your style.
Yeah, I like yours, too, I think. What is it?
More like so many men, some other time.
Here, start fanning. You need to stir up some new ideas.
Yeah, why?
Because you have two fantastic guys in love with you, and you don't want either one.
That's true.
Is it?
What more can I say?
I mean, it's up to you. I just know that you can't fool your best friend. You're as much in love with Chase now as you were when you left.
Well, you're wrong.
Then why would you save one of the flowers from this bouquet that Chase brought me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you press it in one of your school books, Italian grammar, wasn't it?
Look, you're making a big deal out of nothing. I always say flowers.
I understand. Look, I understand. That's the only reason I'm talking like this. Denial does not work. Besides, being carried up the staircase ought to count for something.
Justine.
Okay, so maybe Chase didn't have a staircase, but you still made love to him. And you broke Alec's heart. You still think I'm making a big deal out of nothing?
No.
You think maybe it's time you did something about it?
Like what? Tell Alec I slept with his brother.
That does sound blunt.
That's the problem.
On the other hand, Scarlett kept putting things off and she lost Rhett in the process.
I'm not putting it off. I'm just not sure how to go about it.
Don't look back, look forward. It'll help clear the way.
Clear the way for what?
For whom is the question.
And spoil all your fun. You are having fun here telling me all about my life, aren't you?
Are you mad?
Well, as a matter of fact, it reminds me of Chase. He likes to do the same thing.
Really? And I thought we only had one thing in common.
What's that?
Loving you.
Well, frankly, my dear, I don't...
A liar.
Oh! Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt
How about pillows?
You're not taking my son.
Says who?
If you don't think I'll pull the trigger, you're wrong. Thanks to you, I know how to use a real gun. And if you don't get out of here, I'll do it again.
With what? That gun's a fake.
You're lying.
Why would I leave a real gun lying around? I did that on purpose. I like making you crazy. Only don't make it so easy, Susie. It takes all the fun out of it.
I don't understand. I mean, you said this was the gun I aimed at Justine.
You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Now me, on the other hand, I never miss a target. Now stop threatening me. Oh, Susie. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. Look. Here's the new coat your mommy bought you. Your new mommy. We're going to put this on, and then we're going to be together forever, right? Yeah.
You're not going to get away with this, Warren. The police are going to find you.
Oh, I'm smarter than all of them put together. Look at what I've gotten away with so far.
Not anymore. I knew you didn't die in that fire. It was Gordon Childers. And the police are going to find out. They're going to exhume the body.
All right, that's enough out of you, Susie.
I'll tell them you're alive. And then I'll tell them Wendy's been helping you. And they'll hunt you down, Warren, and you'll spend the rest of your life
All
in
right,
prison.
Susie, shut up. Look, I came here hoping I wouldn't have to kill anybody. Maybe I see now there's no other way.
Oh, come on, how are you going to kill me with... Just stay right where you are.
I told you the gun's a fake.
Then how are you planning on killing me?
With these, strangling you is going to be a pleasure.
Oh, come on, you don't mean that.
Don't I?
Get out of here, Warren, before somebody gets hurt.
And it's going to be you, Susie. When I play a murder game, I play it for keeps.
Stay back, and I mean it.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Stop!
Oh, no! Warren!
Oh, God, no, please, not Susie.
Who is it?
It's Stephanie Wyatt. Open up.
Adair, what are you doing here?
Well, I was just about to ask you the same thing.
Adair lives here. I'm the temporary boarder.
Where's your brother?
On location in Africa.
I meant Cagney.
I don't know. Did you try Joe Turner's?
Yes, I did, and he's not there. Neither is Susie, neither is Jonah. Now, if you think I am going to leave here tonight without answers, you are sorely mistaken. So will you go get Cagney, or shall I do it?
No, you cannot do that. You're going to wake up Kate.
Oh, stop it. You're not worried about Kate. You're afraid Jonah will start crying and give away her fugitive brother.
Fugitive? What are you talking about?
I'd like to know the answer to that myself.
Good, you're here. Your daughter's being very uncooperative. I hope you're more reasonable.
You called my son a fugitive.
That was putting it mildly. Common criminal would be a lot closer.
I won't tolerate name-calling in my house. Either state your business or leave.
If your son is such an angel, why did he kick in the door to my daughter's apartment?
I have no knowledge that he did that.
I just said he did it.
You just said a lot of things which I intend to
Well,
disregard.
if you will not believe me, then check with the police. They're searching for him right now.
Are you through?
No. No, you can stonewall with me all you want to, but it does not change the facts.
What are the facts, Mrs. Wyatt?
When the police get a hold of Cagney, they are going to put him in jail, and this time I will not bail him out. My daughter is missing, thanks to him. Susie's life is ruined, and I have had it. You have raised a hoodlum, and he will
That's
not...
enough. I thought I made myself clear, but obviously you don't listen. Now, for the last time, I will not stand here and have you insult my children. If you can't calm down and behave like an adult, then get out.
How dare you criticize my behavior? I rang a doorbell. Your son goes around kicking in people's doors.
No, Mrs. Wyatt, he is too busy protecting your stepdaughter. He would walk through fire for her. And if you can't be grateful for that, you have to look for ways to destroy him.
Because he's dangerous and he's a menace. Susie's missing. Do you understand that? You want me to calm down? You want me to take that lightly? Well, that's easy for you to say. Do you know how terrifying it is to have a child disappear and then agonize about whether or not that child is safe?
How dare you barge into my house in the middle of the night and presume to know anything about what I do or do not understand? I am a mother. I know what it is to worry, and for more than a few hours. My son is not a criminal. He has not run off. And if you can't find him, he has his reasons. Now get out.
Oh, dear God. Warren. Warren. Sweetheart, please. It's me. Warren. It's Wendy. Can you hear me? Oh, God. No, please let him be okay.
Wendy?
Yes, I'm here.
She shot me. Her gun.
No.
The one she used.
She used it at the party. She had it all along.
I only wanted my son to hold him. I wouldn't hurt him. Or her. She didn't believe me.
Don't talk.
I love him so much. Why wouldn't she let me hold him?
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Warren. You will. I promise you. You will. Somebody get help!
Wendy,
What?
promise me you will raise my son for me.
We're gonna do that together, Warren. We are.
Promise me.
I promise you. See, look. I have the tickets for the flyover, just like we planned. Mr. and Mrs.
I love you.
I love you. I love you forever and ever. No. No.
Wyatt, are you... Susie.